What does the fox say? Welcome aboard, my name is Slanty Alien and I'm gonna be at your service. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use Leicester City in FIFA 21. Yay! Another tutorial video! Shut up! Okay, as usual, the tutorials is all about tactics explanation. I'm going to explain about the tactics, the theory, and beside that, I will also gonna let you see the gameplay highlights of myself using these tactics so that you can have a much better visual understanding of how these tactics works in the game. And now let's just get started, let's go. Okay, so now I'm going to explain about the tactics, and these are the players that I'm going to use. And if you don't like the players, I'm gonna list down the players on the screen that you can change them up anytime. For example, if you don't like Barnes, if you want to change them up with Gray, it's fine as well, because the tactics, the set play, the strategies, the gameplay, it's all going to be the same. So yeah, don't worry, just change them up if you don't like the players. Okay, and now let's go to the formation. The formation is going to be a 4-2-3-1 wide. Okay, and now let's go to the instruction first. The instruction for the keeper is going to be all balanced. Okay, let's go to center backs. The center backs is going to be all default, no changes, as you can see here. And now let's go to the fullbacks. The fullbacks, both of them is going to be overlap. Okay, for the left back, Justin overlap. For the right back, Pereira overlap. And I'm going to explain about Justin first. Justin is a right wing back playing as a left wing back. Okay, he's a right-footed player, but he was forced to play as a left back since Ben Chilwell left Leicester City for Chelsea. So there's no choice, they don't have any left back players left, so they decide to force Justin to play on the left back position. Even though he's a right-footed player playing on the left side, he's still very comfortable playing on the overlap. Okay, so that's why I put the run type overlap. And Justin is a very attacking minded player, so if you want to use him to do crossings into the box, yes, just use him. But when you want to do crossings with Justin, I strongly recommend that you use the crossing with his right foot, not his left foot. So if you want to do the crossing, don't do it right here. Don't do it right here, because it's a right-footed player. You're just gonna do it right here, so that's the best one. You're going to play him like an inverted wing or something like that, so you're gonna do a cross like that to the box. So that's the way you're gonna play Justin in the game. Okay, and now let's go to Pereira. Pereira overlap. The way he plays is the same as Justin. The instructions are all the same. He plays much better on the overlap. He can do very good crossing into the box on the overlap of the pitch on the final third. Okay, so that's why I put the run type overlap. He's very good at attacking overlap as well. He's very attacking minded, so he's mostly gonna be attacking like this. Okay, so that's the way you're gonna use Pereira in the game. Okay, now let's go to Tielemans. Tielemans is going to be stay back while attacking counter center. Okay, the same for Ndidi, stay back while attacking counter center. And both of them, the way they play is very different. I'm going to start with Tielemans first. For Tielemans, he's a playmaker. He's very good at passing, and he is also the main player who start the build-up attack. And he has a 5-star weak foot. Okay, he's a right-footed player, but he has a 5-star weak foot, as you can see here. 5-star weak foot. He's a right-footed player. That means even though if you use him to pass with his left foot, he can do a very incredible job with his left foot as well. So I want to explain about the reason why I play on stay back while attacking, because he plays much better from the deep. Mostly gonna play as a deep line playmaker by controlling the attacking tempo of the build-up attack. That's the way Tielemans play mostly at Leicester City. He mostly just stay deep like this. He don't really tend to attack. He just mostly tend to play much more comfortable on the center like this. Okay, so you're just gonna put Tielemans or stay back while attacking. And also the second reason why I put the instruction like that is because he can also sometimes help defending as well. Yeah, so that's the best instruction for him for counter center, is because when he attacks, when he defends, he plays much more comfortable on the center. Okay, basically. Now let's go to Ndidi. Ndidi is the same as well, stay back while attacking counter center. And the reason why I did that, because he's a defensive midfielder and he is very good at defending. He has a very good physical strength and has a lot of stamina. So he's very strong, he's basically very strong, and he also has a very high jumping stat to counter aerial threats from the opponent. So the reason why I put him on stay back while attacking, because you're gonna play him mostly like a defender. Okay, so because he's very good at tackling, he's very good at intercepting, and also he is a very defensive minded player. So he mostly play like a center back, and so you're mostly gonna play him like a center back. Okay, so if you for example, if you want to put Ndidi as a center back, it's also very fine actually, because he's very good at defending. Look at his defensive stat, 87, that's crazy. 84 physical strength, that's crazy, man. And for cover center is that he plays much more comfortable on the center. Okay, and now let's go to Barnes first. Barnes is a right-footed player. He is an inside forward player who plays on the left wing position. So he has a decent dribbling skills and a pretty good passing and has speed as well. So he is an inside forward. So mostly he's gonna play on the half spaces like this. Okay, he mostly plays on this position. Okay, that is the most comfortable position for him to play on the left wing. So yeah. And so I'm going to explain about the instruction. First, the instruction is going to be cut inside and get to the box for a cross. If you don't want to put cut inside, if you want to put on default, it's fine as well, but I would find it much more comfortable for him to use when he was cutting inside. Okay, and get into the box for cross, obviously, because he's an inside forward. So for cut inside is because, as I mentioned just now, he is very comfortable in playing on the half spaces of the pitch. And for getting to the box for cross, the reason why I put that option is because he can sometimes help the striker scoring goals and also giving assist to the striker to score goals. That's the way Barnes play in the real life as well. And now let's go to Perez. Perez is going to be only getting to the box for a cross, okay, because he's a right-footed player playing on the left winger position, so he's basically a traditional winger. He has a decent dribbling stat, pretty good at passing, crossing, and he has a decent speed as well. He's pretty fast as well, and also he helps a lot in contributing on the ball circulation between Maddison and Perez. So if you want to circulate the ball between Maddison and Perez, they have a pretty good chemistry between them and between Ndidi as well. So yeah, that's how you're gonna use Perez. And for the reason why I put the instruction get to the box for cross for Perez is because he can sometimes score goals inside the box as well, and also sometimes assist Jamie Vardy to score goals as well. And now let's go to Maddison. For Maddison, it's going to be a free roam. Okay, Maddison is an advanced playmaker with a very high attacking work rate. He's pretty good at passing, dribbling, and creating attacking chances on the final third. Okay, so he's basically very good at attacking. Okay, and he has a very good chemistry with Jamie Vardy on the final third. Okay, so for example, if Jamie Vardy is in trouble, so you're gonna pass the ball to Maddison on the final third and let him creating chances for Vardy and let him finding that attacking spaces and score the goal. That's the way Maddison plays. So he's basically a very creative player. So that's why I put the positioning freedom on freedom, because he's very creative. He knows when to. He has a great vision. Okay, the way he plays is like roaming on the pitch like this, finding attacking chances and score the goal and assist a goal. Okay, that's the way Maddison play. And now let's go to Jamie Vardy, one of my favorite striker. He's a striker. The attacking runs you're gonna put on game behind, and the defensive support stay forward. Okay, the reason why I put it like that, game behind, because he's very fast in running. So when he get the ball, the way he plays in the real life, when he get the ball, he's gonna run very fast into the box and score the goal. That's the way he plays in the real life. And stay forward is because he mostly just stay forward, waiting for the ball from the defender or the midfielders, and then he will take the ball, run very fast into the box and score the goal. That's the way Jamie Vardy play in the real life. So basically it's very fast, and yeah, that's it. And now let's go to the roles. These are the roles that I'm going to use. Nothing very significant. And now let's go to the tactics. The tactics, defensive style balance with 5 bars, depth 5 bars, offensive style balance with 6 bars, placing bot 4 bars, corners 2 bars, free kicks 2 bars. Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about how they play in the real life. The way Leicester City play in the real life is that when they defend, they park the bus, just like Jose Mourinho, and then when he get the ball, they will run very fast into the box and score the goal. They will do a direct counter attack very fast. So that's why it's all about speed. When you want to play Leicester City, it's all about speed. That's why you're gonna depend a lot on Jamie Vardy. You're gonna depend a lot on his speed. So you get 88 pace. Okay, so you're gonna depend a lot on his speed and score goals. That's the way Leicester City plays in the real life. Okay, but if you're asking me why I put the defensive style balance, why don't I put drop back? Because they play part the bus. Because this is a game. Okay, you're gonna have to adjust with the game system. You have no choice. Okay, so you're gonna put a balance. If you want to part the bus, you gotta do it manually. I strongly recommend you not to heavily depend on the system, because that's gonna be dangerous for you. And if you, for the offensive style, if you want to put 5 bars, it's fine as well, but I would personally put 6 bars because it's the best one. Placing ball 4 bars is already more than enough. And if you're asking me why I put balance, because they can play long ball, they can play fast build up, they can play possession, they can do everything, but they will mostly play long ball and fast build up. Okay, they can play possession, but not all the time. They are not very good at circulating the ball, so that's why I said that if you want to use Leicester City to attack, I strongly recommend you to use a direct counter attack as fast as possible. That's the way they play. Okay, now, and that's it for the tactics explanation. Now let's go to the gameplay highlights. Let's go. Okay, these are the examples of them doing a long ball attack. Okay, they are very good at doing direct counter attack. Just trust me, look at this one. Boom! I told you that Jamie Vardy will run very fast with the box and score the goal just like this one. Very incredible goal and very incredible assist by Perez. And there's another one. This Telemans. Okay. He sees it. He sees Vardy into the box and Vardy scored a volley. I told you that Leicester City is all about counter-attack. It's all about attack till we die, okay? And you're really gonna depend a lot on Jamie Vardy's speed, just like this one. Okay, boom! I told you. And there's another one. Long ball attack. And actually I got lucky on this one. Jamie Vardy got the ball back. And there's Madison. Madison is an advanced playmaker. He passed to Vardy. Jamie Vardy run into the box very fast, and there his goal into the far post and score the goal at the back of the net beautifully. That's Justin. Barnes. Tielemans. This is another example of them doing long ball attack. Okay, a very nice pass to Perez. Perez doing the cross, and Jamie Vardy scored the volley again with his right foot into the near post. Oh yeah. The way Leicester City plays is very simple. It's all about park the bus and then you do a direct counter attack. Okay. And if you're asking me why they do it like that, why the way they play like that, and Spurs is doing the same thing. Okay. Spurs is doing this exactly same thing, the same tactics. Okay. Tottenham Hotspur, they also play part the bus and do a direct counter attack because their coach is Jose Mourinho, and Leicester City doing the same thing. But why they are successfully stay on the top 4 of the Premier League? Why is that happening like that? And if you're asking me why, I definitely see that the way they do it, the way they did it in several matches against Liverpool, against any other teams, they do it very effectively and they do it very efficiently. That's what I like about Leicester City. Okay, so that's what makes them very different from Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, Jose Mourinho, the way they play long ball attack is not very effective, just like Leicester City, and that's what I like about them. But to be honest, when I see Leicester City play on the live matches, it's pretty boring because they really depend a lot on counter attack. They really park the bus a lot. So yeah, it's pretty boring if you see the way Leicester City play in the real life. But it's not boring in the game because you're gonna have a lot of fun playing park the bus inside the game and score the goal. And these are the examples of them doing a counter attack, fast build up. And I told you that Leicester City is very good at playing fast build up attack. They are very good at doing direct counter attack, and just like this one. Madison, he passes to Vardy. Vardy with his weak foot into the far post. Very powerful shot with his weak foot. Okay. Actually, the weakness of Leicester City that you want to know is that they are not good at playing possession. Okay, that's why I said that they mostly are very good at doing long ball and they mostly are very good at doing fast build-up attack. So I strongly recommend you try not to play possession. Okay, because if you try to play possession, they first of all, if you want to know about the things that you want to know about them is that their dribbling, their reaction is not as fast as any other players on the big teams. Okay, their reactions are pretty slow. So when they are dribbling, they will have a hard time in trying to get into the back of the defense, and you will easily get snatched by the opponents. Your ball will easily get snatched by the opponents because. Yeah, as I said just now, their reactions are pretty slow. The only players that I can really rely on dribbling is Madison, okay, and Barnes not really. Barnes is not really good at dribbling. If you want to use someone to dribble, you can really depend on Perez and Madison. And Tielemans as well, but Tielemans is pretty slow, so I don't really recommend that. That's why I put him on stay back while attacking. Just use him to control the tempo of attacking at the back. Okay, so if you want to use any player to dribble, just use Perez and use Madison. And this Vardy, I told you it's all about speed. I have a lot of examples of them doing fast build-up attack here. When I was testing these tactics out, it's all about counter attack. Okay, I try to do possession a lot, and eventually the opponents easily get the ball back from me when I'm trying to do a possession football. And as you can see right here, yeah, another one. I score a lot of goals by using Jamie Vardy, and the second most goal scorer is Maddison. Okay, but yeah, it's still Vardy that scored the most goals. And there's Bonds. He passed it to Justin, and Justin, he did the cross with his left foot, but he's a oh my god, I forgot that I did that. That's a very powerful shot by Maddison. Maddison is how do we say? He's pretty good actually. Maddison is pretty good, but he doesn't have a lot of stamina. He's easily get tired. Okay, in the game. But if in the real life, if you're asking me, which one should I choose? Should I choose Barnes or should I choose Maddison? I would prefer Barnes. Okay, Barnes plays much better football than Maddison in the real life. But in the game, I would prefer Maddison because he's very creative in the game actually. In FIFA 21, and a very powerful shot by Vardy. Oh my god. There's Perez, Maddison, dribble, Tielemans, dribble. There's Justin. Okay, I told you that you must use him to pass with his right foot, not his left foot, as I did just now. And there's Maddison, a very powerful shot into the far post at the back of the net. A very powerful shot. Okay, there's another one. Tielemans, Maddison. He passed to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy, he's unable to dribble. Okay, I forgot to mention that. Okay, yeah, this Maddison, very powerful shot. I forgot to mention that Jamie Vardy does not able to dribble the ball very good. Okay, he only has speed. Okay, so when you pass the ball to Jamie Vardy, make sure that there is no defenders left at the back. Okay. So yeah, just like this one, make sure there are no defenders left at the back, and then you pass it to Jamie Vardy. You pass the ball to Jamie Vardy, and yeah, because you're only gonna really depend a lot on his speed and the way he scores goals. He's a very clinical finisher. Yeah, and that's it for Jamie Vardy. Nothing very significant. Okay, as I told you, Jamie Vardy is all about goals, speed, goals. I have nothing left to say anyway. Leicester City is all about that. It's all about speed, it's all about the bus, and yeah, very simple. But the way they play is pretty much very boring. I have to be honest with you. It's very boring. If you play in the game, it's good. If you want to play on the, for example, if you want to play seasons online, if you want to play online seasons, you're gonna have a very fun time using Leicester City to play against your opponents. Okay, because if you want to play online seasons, I noticed that most of them play using speed. Most of them play using pace. Okay, so they mostly play direct counter attack. Okay, so if you want to use Leicester City on seasons online, it's very good, it's very nice to use, and your opponents will definitely break their controllers because they cannot stand Jamie Vardy's speed. Okay, and there's Bonds, boom, a very powerful shot with his weak foot, crazy shot. And these are the examples of them doing a fast ball circulation. I don't really have a lot of examples of them doing possession, but these are one of them. Nothing very significant. Actually, most of these examples of me doing possession, actually I got lucky. Okay, the defenders are actually doing a lot of errors, and then I got a very nice fast ball circulation between my teammates, and that's why I scored the goal. You see, look at the defenders. They just keep man marking me without pressing me high up. That's why I'm able to do a very fast ball circulation on the midfield. See, I told you. I just get lucky, and this one I actually get lucky. Actually, it's a very nice goal, but it's not as glamorous as it seems. It's not as glorious as it seems. There's Ricardo Pereira. And there's Perez as a traditional winger. Okay, there's Maddison. I told you that Maddison is very good at dribbling. And Maddison into Vardy. Vardy scored the ball into the far post. Score the ball into the far post. Jamie Vardy, Madison, Ricardo Pereira. Perez. Okay, there's Perez. Okay, I told you that Perez is pretty good at dribbling. Hey man, thank you so much for watching, and I did my best when I was making this video, so I'm so grateful that you watched this video until the end. And if you like it, I want you to touch the like button. Please do me a favor, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Slanty Alien signing out. Bye bye.